So this moment we're looking at the reason as to why people stay in toxic relationships, and I want to highlight a few things about this so that we understand why do people stay in toxic relationships. Number one is the fear of loneliness. Many times people just fear being on their own, and there is this famous saying that the dread of being alone is worse than the pain of abuse. So sometimes people just want to continue staying in a toxic relationship because they fear being alone. It doesn't matter the pain they go through in that relationship, but they just want to stay there because of loneliness, which many a times can be very, very dangerous. The other reason people stay in toxic relationship is emotional attachment or trauma bonding. What do I mean by this? Sometimes you realize that these painful relationships usually create a kind of addictive attachment. So you don't want to break off from that relationship. You just find that I'm addicted to this relationship, though it is toxic, but you just got to stay there because it is addictive. Sometimes you try getting out, but it doesn't just work. You find yourself falling back into that kind of relationship. The other one is sometimes people stay in a toxic relationship because they have this hope that that very individual with whom they're relating will change, So it is toxic, but you hang on there and you just praying that this person will actually change, which is very, very dangerous. The other one is when we talk of social, cultural, or even religious pressure that sometimes we go through. But religious pressure, where, for example, you're told you're in a relationship where, let's say, for example, husband and wife living together, and this relationship is not just working. The expectation, from the religious standpoint, is that you're going to stick in there. That even if you have an abusive husband, that you keep on assaulting you, or committing violence against you, then you just have to stay on that. That can be very dangerous. It is a toxic relationship that because of religious pressure, what will people say? We just did a wedding and we have children. What will people say? We did this in the church, and the church requires that we do not separate, and so these kind of things do happen. The other reason why people stay in a toxic relationship is financial or emotional dependency. You realize that you have this kind of dependency, that the relationship is toxic. You know the kind of danger it's posing in your life, that because you have developed dependency syndrome, you find yourself just hanging on there because of the benefits in quotes that you get from it. Like maybe it's that very person that you're related with is the one that pays for your bills, and the relationship is not right. That is the person who takes care of you, and the relationship is abusive. It's toxic. So what happens? You find yourself just hanging on there. So you stay in that toxic relationship merely because of the financial gains that you get from it. This can also be very dangerous. The other reason why people stay in a toxic relationship is because of what we call confusing loyalty. This is very important for you to take note of. Sometimes this confusing loyalty sometimes is taken for what we call self-destruction, because you tend to say that I love this person and I want to remain connected to them, and you're just loyal to this person. But on the other hand, it's just causing a lot of destruction to your life, that you still find yourself just hang on there, because of what we call confused loyalty. You just there and say, look, I'm loyal to this person. So these are some of the reasons why people stay in toxic relationship. The next clip I'll be sharing more